Hopefully we're working. There we go. I want to give you an update. If you can hear me okay this time, let me know in the chat here. I've got it pulled up. We are currently still under a high wind warning here, and that will continue over the next several hours till 10 o'clock this evening. It pretty much includes the entire tri-state here this evening. So get ready to go here as we continue to see some of these strong winds being an impact here across the tri-state. What I want to do first is I want to switch over here to the power outage map, and I just wanted to show some of these areas that are currently experiencing power outages, and they continue to grow here as you go into the parts of northern Kentucky here. So let me just kind of move this map over. There we go. Move the map over. We'll start over here in Henry County. 253 people currently without power there. And then over into Owen County, 813 people are without power. Jefferson County, Indiana, 216 people without power. Franklin County, Indiana, 821 people without power. And then 309 people are without power right now. In Grant County, sorry, I'm skipping all over the place, 671 that are tracked or without power. Over in Brown County, Ohio, sorry, the wind is really doing it out there. 4,295 people. In Bracken County, 1,486 people. And then you kind of get the trend there. Everybody's starting to be without power. And even up here in Hamilton County, that's the one that's probably got the most right now, with 5,266 people without power. So a lot of power outages around the area. And you go and you zoom this out. I'm not going to be able to, but we'll go a little bit further south. But you can see just all of the power outages from the system all the way down to Florida. Yikes! You know when the weatherman's on here and he goes, yikes. Very intense wind. That had to have been over a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust that just occurred there. All right, let's just go to the radar. We've got a pretty hefty area of rain that's moving through along, and it's wind driven across the area here. Let's zoom into some of these places. I'm surprised we still have power. We'll zoom in. First of all, we'll start over here along the 275 loop, Aurora through Versailles, Harrison. You're seeing that heavier rain with even maybe some enhanced winds from Cleves up through Forest Park, Loveland up through Hamilton. You're seeing some of these strong winds and heavy rain as well. Up further northeast we go, from Loveland, Middletown, up through Waynesville, Clarksville, up through Blanchester and Wilmington. You're seeing some pretty moderate rain right now, and it's a decent amount that's currently falling in those areas as we're speaking here. Let me zoom this out back to the normal view here, because we still have showers up to the north too. I don't want to forget you guys up here in the southeastern Indiana area, and the power outages continue to climb there. But just want to show you here, from Batesville, Greensburg, up through Connorsville, Alpine, down through Versailles, you're experiencing the same situation right now as the rest of us. So what I want to do is I want to switch over here to the satellite and radar picture, and I want to show you what's to come, as we're probably going to still see some major impacts here as we continue through the afternoon and evening. So down here to the south towards Ashland, there's a tornado warning right along the Ohio River near Portsmouth in the Ashland area. This is spinning back off towards the north and west. So that low is now getting kind of reinforced to the west. So we need to keep a very close eye on what's occurring here. You can see, I'll click on one of these warnings here for you, and you'll see that it is a severe thunderstorm warning there, tornado possible with 70-mile-an-hour winds. And then the furthest to the west at the moment, that particular one is a, so let me go, not be my friend, zoom back in. Let me go to the computer here. This storm here is tornado possible too, and that goes until 3:15 on that particular storm there. So you've got an area here near the low pressure that we've got to watch carefully, because this thing is rotating in here in this area. So we want to make sure that we're watching this carefully and seeing what happens with this here over the next little bit. So and then I just wanted to show you here, if I can put that on real quick, off to just some of these wind gusts that have occurred this afternoon. And let's see, let's take that off. All right, so we got a 53 mile an hour wind gust there at CVG. Now I'll be interested to see what happens here in just a minute on if they clocked I'm very close to CVG, so they probably clocked a pretty good gust there. 45 at Lunkin, 40 down in Falmouth, 35 out there in Brown County, 41 to 37 in the northern part of the area. You can see it's not as strong right now in the northern part of the area. And you can see that stronger area of wind now right here into northern Kentucky, lifting off towards the north and west here. So let me just check real quick and just see if we have any updates on wind reports, and I'll kind of run through those. Let's see, we've got thunderstorm wind damage. Bradford Pear is down in Warren County. That's a tree, if you don't know. And then several reports here this afternoon of trees down. Another one there near Turpin Hills. And then we've got more trees down near the Wilmington office site. And then so many power outage reports coming through. 54 is what we've maxed out so far on wind potential. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can just check CVG conditions here and see where we're at with some of those real-time conditions. And they are at, let's see, gusts 38, 53. So far 53 has been the strongest wind gust that has come through. Actually 54, I'm sorry. 54 has been the strongest gust that has moved through. Lucas is asking, is this going to head towards southeastern Indiana? Yes. Well, there's a potential for that. I'm watching it carefully. I think this area, the tornado threat, if that's what you're talking about, I think that continues to stay into southwestern Ohio. Let's see. So, yeah, I'll be sharing the future radar here in just a minute to show you how much longer these winds are going to last here. So we'll switch that over. And so here's future radar, and I'll come back on here to kind of just show you here what we got. So as we go through the rest of the afternoon, still expect damaging winds, but I went ahead and advanced it to 6 o'clock. So between now and 6, you're going to continue to see destructive wind potential, okay? The strongest wind potential after 6 now moves in towards like Madison, Scottsburg, through Versailles, Osgood, Brookville, Greensburg, Connorsville, and that will be the area that's more focused on that damaging wind potential. Even Wilmington and Hillsborough will have that impact as well. As we go to 7, you notice just a few more spots in the area. Wilmington, 59 mile an hour wind, 49 mile an hour wind, and Connorsville, 54 mile an hour wind. Down there in Greensburg, still a little gusty towards Madison. And then once we shut this off here around 7 or 8, that's when we'll see that potential in there for our damaging wind threat. So, rainfall amounts, anywhere between 2 and 4 probably for the most. Actually, I was going to check just to see. Actually, I'll do that right now. I'm going to see so far how much rain has occurred here. And we're probably in that, probably over an inch. From a guess that I'll take. Around an inch right now. And we're going to add to that here, maybe another inch or so, but that the higher rainfall totals will definitely be to the south and southwest parts of the area. All right, so high impact for power outages continue. Travel impacts are going to continue to be high, and tree and property damage in that moderate category, because I do think that most homes and structures will be fine. There could be a shingle or two, And I think some of those trees that are a little older are going to continue to be the ones that cause the issue here. So right now on the radar as we go, just to look at things here again, and I'll check more of your comments here in just a minute. But you can see some pretty nasty stuff starting to move into southwest Ohio counties, and I'll zoom into these here and show you what's going on. So from Georgetown to West Union through Bethel right now, Sinking Springs, you've got some pretty heavy rain falling, and you need to be on standby for a potential severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning with this area that's moving off towards the north and west. So what I'll do is I'll put a quick track on some of these areas. Let me switch it over to velocity real quick and just kind of look inside this area of showers that's producing pretty strong winds. And you know, there's rotation all up in there. And I don't know any better way to explain it. There's several areas of rotation. So I tell you what we'll do, and they just issued another warning. This may scoot a little bit. Let me just time-lapse this real quick. Okay, so this is moving off towards the northwest at 20 mile per hour, 20 to 25. I'll round it up to 22. So here's some of those areas that'll be impacted here over the next little bit. And you can see those little blips on the radar there, just east of Portsmouth. Right here you see these are some strong wind indication and even some rotation showing up here. But you see this will move into parts of our area by probably around 4:30ish, give or take. That's probably when we will start to have to worry about this as the next round of severe weather potential that'll be moving into the area here. So it's something that definitely going to need to take a focus on as we get towards that 4 o'clock hour, between 4 and 5 o'clock this afternoon. So back over to the radar we go, and you'll see more rain continuing from further off to the metro, and the winds are just howling right now from Finneytown, Forest Park, Milford, through Harrison, Lawrenceburg. You guys are in the middle of a tropical storm right now. These are tropical storm force winds, even though it's officially labeled as a tropical depression now. But we're seeing significant winds that they did just issue a new warning. Let me just check. Okay, so they issued a new warning. This is until 4 o'clock, so we'll likely have to go live coverage, continuous coverage here near 4 o'clock this afternoon, as we'll have this complex be moving in from the east and impacting our eastern communities first, and probably stay within the northeastern counties. But I'll be here, and we'll go live when we need to for those. Some of those reports coming in so far: Lewisburg, Kentucky, and CVG at 54, Wilmington 51, Anderson at 48. Those are some of the strongest wind gusts as of right now. These wind gusts will continue to be strong here over the next little bit. So let's just go back over here to the power outage map real quick and just look at that. And here we're a little bit further south than I'd like to be. There we go. So that we've seen a spike here within the last little bit there out in parts of Brown County. 4,706 customers now without power. 1,486 there in Bracken. And Boone County now rising near 3,000 people without power. Good thing, southeastern Indiana is in good shape so far. But like I said, this is a good indicator of what's to come. You'll notice the strongest winds currently are from Georgetown to Maysville to Owenton right now, and now up through the Wilmington area. And that's because they're coming in from the southeast. So they'll continue to make their way to the northwest, and we'll see this power outage map continue to grow. Here, look at this. This just tells the story here, and I just want to hop on here for just a second to show you. But this is the path of Helena right here. So you've got a very significant amount of power outages stretching from Jacksonville, Florida, through Tallahassee, all the way up to here. And she's continuing to wreak havoc across the U.S. and now into our area. This poor tree in my front yard. Oof, boy, it's rough shape. Okay, let's see if I can pull up a couple of cameras here. First, let me go back over to the radar view. I'll get you some camera views here of what we've got going on across the area. And you'll see you guys in Highland County, Clinton County, Brown County. I'd remain alert here for rapidly changing weather conditions soon, as we'll be seeing the impacts potentially of 70-mile-an-hour winds, and the potential here for a tornado or two in those areas here. I think this does the justice here. Let me show you what I got. This is over here in Warren County right now. Let's see if I can get that full screen. And this pretty much shows you exactly what we're going through here this afternoon. And let's see, there we go. All right, let me switch this over for you. This is a live view out there in Warren County right now, and you know, it's pretty hard to kind of tell what's going on, but you can see that camera shaking around there as we've got very strong winds up there in Warren County going on at the moment, and they'll continue to increase here for that area as we continue throughout the afternoon. There's a little better of a zoom for you there to see what's going on there. That's from the Warren County EMA, so we appreciate them being able to share their information here. So, okay, let's go back over to the radar view. Hopefully audio stuck around. Let me know if it didn't. Let's see. Just checking the gusts coming out of CVG. Just had a new one of 47 mile per hour. Other reports coming through here. Let's see. Talking about that near Waverly, Waverly, Ohio, 70-mile-an-hour winds and potential tornado in that area. Let me get you back over to the home view here. And one thing I wanted to show you, I might not be able to now, but you see, look at all those warnings out there for that storm system. Yikes. Okay, so let's go back to the radar view. Actually, let's look at this real quick. I'm going to go back to starting to have power flicker again here. So just FYI. All right, so you're looking at the warning map, or not the warning map, the power outage map as it continues. Sorry, I'm just fixing something here on my end real quick. Okay, so still seeing widespread power outages around the area. That's going to continue, and I'm sure I'll continue with the light flickering here over the next little bit here. But you'll see here, pulling up I'm going to try to get that radar view back up for you here in just a second. It'll be dark for just a minute, and I apologize, but it will come back. There it is. And so tracking these areas of very, very heavy rainfall and strong winds that are occurring, and it seems like on that back edge of this line is where we're experiencing some of those heavier winds there, where it kind of lightens up for a few minutes from Burlington up through Rising Sun, Jacksonville. If you kind of see that similar trend, let me know. Let's see. All right, zoom this out on a wider view. Boy, we've got a lot to go still. So I tell you what, let me just show you the radar here one more time. We'll go through this together, and then I'm going to hop off, and then I'll have another update here in just a little bit. But you've got decent rain coming down right now into parts of southeastern Indiana, and you'll see that here over the next little bit. The rain is starting to let up a little bit as you go into northern Kentucky from Madison, Owenton, Warsaw, Butler, Falmouth, and Berry. And then there's that heavier rain now that's finally moved in to southeastern Indiana from Brookville, Greensburg, into the Connorsville area. And then as we go towards the east here, this is where we're really having some heavy rain starting to set up from Hamilton through Middletown, Wilmington, seeing some heavy rain. So it's an awful commute along I-71, and people can't drive I-71 anyway. So imagine all that rain and then wind. Mount Orb, Georgetown, Hillsboro, seeing some moderate rain right now. And then this complex of activity, this is around that low pressure, very close to it. This is all spinning around with 70-mile-an-hour winds. Could be some tornadoes embedded within this. And that's moving to the northwest. So it's going to get active still here this evening with lots of activity to go here. So let me put this on a wider view, and let's see. I'm going to hop off here because I have to edit this real quick. But you'll see as we go into the afternoon, this area of a heavier rain will continue to die out. But here's a loop over the past 4 hours just to show you what we're seeing here. So you'll see that we're going to get into some clearing here shortly of the rain department. That'll be good. We're just going to have to continue to watch right there around that low pressure that's moving northwest. So you folks in Warren, Clinton, Brown, Claremont, and Highland County, just be alert here. There could be a potential for a tornado threat and 70-mile-an-hour winds here through about 5 o'clock. So I'll be here to keep my eye out on it, and I'm watching what kind of happens once this band moves through, how we continue with the wind threat here. So, all right, that's it for right now.